Hello there. I welcome you to this second lecture. And the topic we are to discuss is elements and principles of design. At the end of this lecture, it is expected that you will be able to 1. Discuss design. Describe the major elements of design. Then 3. Describe the major principles of design. I want you to pay attention to these important keywords. 1. Technology. 2. Two-dimensional. And then 3. Image. Now, image design cuts across professions, initiated with a set of specifications. Engineers and architects seek a cost-effective solution that satisfies the specifications. Design is an interactive process. Designer works in an interactive manner. A possible design is generated, tested, and then the results are used as the basis for exploring other solutions. Some websites capture users' sites more easily than others. Many factors can be attributed to this, but a very critical factor amongst all factors is design. This also implies to image production. A good and captivating image is very dependent on its design. What can we say captures an observer's attention to an image? What metrics can we use to assess an image as a captivating or striking? Surprisingly, it is not rocket science that is used. The factors which are employed in creating a standard image are ordinary things composed in ordinary manner. That is because they always tend to have a single theme or idea. And because clutter is kept to a minimum. Furthermore, design is an interactive process. An image designer can express his or her thought on a certain intention using elements or designs and organizes it effectively along with the design principles. Now, design elements. Design elements, simply put, can be described as components which have ability to be isolated and defined in an image. They can be said to be structure of the work and have structure capacity to carry an extensive diversity of messages. Furthermore, its elements can consist of line, shape, form, textures, patterns, and color, which consciously or unconsciously play a major role in an image. Now, let us briefly describe the elements of digital image mentioned. Firstly, a line can be described as a form which has width and length. In art, artists use lines in creating a shape. A shape is a key in creating a form. In the absence of a form, a texture cannot exist, and as such, no pattern. Therefore, to be important and influential amongst the elements, lines are powerful and influential devices. When a line is smartly applied, it can be used to manipulate the feeling and mood of an image by guiding the viewer's eyes towards a point of interest in the image. Secondly, a shape can be described as an area which is contained within implied line or is perceived and acknowledged because of color or value changes. Shapes have two dimensions, that is length and width. It can be geometric or freeform. It is a fundamental element of design because shape is the primary element of identification. Next, form describes volume and mass, or the three-dimensional aspect of objects that take up space. Form is basically a three-dimensional shape and is best accentuated by side light, since it casts soft, elegant shadows, and the difference between light and shadows gives a better illustration of the depth of an object, and it amplifies the sensual understanding of its meaning and message. Forms can and should be viewed from any angle. Lastly, color. Basically, the major properties of colors are value, hue, and saturation. The primary hues are color, yellow, red, and blue. Secondary colors are made by mixing two primary colors. The next property of color, which is value, refers to the lightness or darkness of hue. Intensity refers to the purity of the hue. Arrangement of colors are either establish an image or destroyed. Each color delivers different messages and have an important visual weight, an impact on an image. Very quickly, I want you to take down this self-assessment question. What elements consist the harmony of the complete composition? Now, principles of design. Having discussed the elements of design, we proceed to discuss the principles. These are concepts used to organize or arrange the structural elements of design. The principles are balance, proportion, rhythm, emphasis, and unity. Firstly, balance. Balance is the distribution of the visual weight of objects, colors, textures, and space. It is a psychological sense of equipoise. It positions and fixes the parts of a visual in an aesthetical, attractive arrangement. Balance are of three arrangements, three main types: symmetrical balance, asymmetrical balance, and radial balance. In asymmetrical balance, the elements employed on a side of the side. In a radial balance, the elements are organized about a central point that are similar. Secondly, proposition refers to the relative size and scale of the several elements in a design. This is the sensation of unity performed when all parts, sizes, amounts, or number interact well with each other. For example, in an image of a human being, proportion can refer to the size of the head compared to the rest of the body. Thirdly, rhythm is created when one or more elements of design are used repeatedly to create a feeling of organized movement. It is the repetition of visual movement of the elements to keep reading exciting and active and to avoid monotony. Variety is essential. Movement and reading work together to create the visual equivalent of a musical beat or dancing. Next, emphasis is the part of the design that catches the viewer's attention. Usually, the artist will make one area stand out by emphasizing color, value, or shapes, or other art elements to achieve dominance. Emphasis is used by artists to create dominance and focus in their work. Lastly, unity means the harmony of the complete composition. It is the sensation or harmony between all parts of the work. It creates a sense of completeness. The images work together to create meaning. The parts of a composition made to work together as a total visual theme. Unity is the relationship among the elements of a visual that helps all the elements function together. Thank you for participating in this lecture. I shall see you in the next lecture.